WHBF is local for you. Now, here is your digital-only look at Quad Cities news. This is Local 4 News Midday, only on OurQuadCities.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Alexandria Ikamoni. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News Midday. More people are coming forward with their experiences when dealing with bullying. It all comes after an exclusive story right here on Fox 18 and Local 4 News. Jersey Johansson's parents say that her daughter was the target of a death threat by text messages from other classmates. People came forward with their children's experiences with harassment. One woman posted to our Facebook page about her 6-year-old son getting bullied, and another man explained that his granddaughter was taken out of school because of it. He thinks cell phones are a big part of the problem.
I'm old-fashioned, so I don't think children should be given these phones as early and young as they do.
The superintendent of the Clinton School District says the investigation into the death threats against Jersey Johansson will be finished within the next few days. A wanted suspect featured on Local 4's Crime Stoppers segment last night has been captured. Moline police told Local 4 News this morning that Ryan Robertson is in custody. He's facing felony charges of possession of a firearm and possession of a stolen firearm. He was considered armed and dangerous, and if you would like to help catch more fugitives, look for our Crimes of the Week from Crime Stoppers every Thursday night on Local 4 News at 6. You have a week to contact police for that elevated reward as well. We made this information available for you at OurQuadCities.com. Flooding is still causing issues in parts of Iowa. The state has been added to the $3 billion emergency funding bill. Emergency managers met yesterday to talk about the continued threat of flooding. They wanted to make it clear that the Iowa Department of Homeland Security, there are still Iowans in need of help. Representatives from FEMA have spent the past few weeks going door to door in some areas to help neighbors sign up for flood relief. And if you see news happening, forward it to Local 4. Just download the Our Quad Cities app. It's available on Android and Apple devices, and it's free. You can get breaking news notifications and also share stories you want to see highlighted here on Local 4. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul is suing the maker of OxyContin for deceptive marketing. He says Purdue Pharma persuaded doctors and patients in Illinois to believe their drugs weren't addictive despite knowing that they were. Raoul says between 2008 and 2017, the drug company sent sales representatives to Illinois to promote the drugs through educational propaganda. He says Purdue's activity across the state tripled the number of opioid prescriptions. Finding the best way to treat a gambling addiction. That was the focus at the Iowa Department of Public Health meeting yesterday. Board members believe it needs the same attention as drug or alcohol abuse. They say getting the right wording in future policies is critical.
Problem gambling, prevention, treatment, and education is included as an aspect of the work that includes substance abuse as well. And in fact, just for emphasis sake, I capitalized the word "and" there just to call it out as another co-aligned, co-occurring disorders.
The board recommends providing gambling addicts access to the same resources as other addicts. A farm in Warren County is getting some attention for one of the crops they've been growing. State and federal laws that banned growing industrial hemp have been lifted. The Houston farm near Roseville, Illinois is one of the few getting a head start. Farmers there are also want to help their peers, and hemp can be used as food, medicine, and fiber for clothes. Farmers tell us they hope there will be a market for the crop. Local 4 Sean Logging has this full story on our website.
Farmers are always looking for ways to make more money, and the way the crop prices have been in corn and beans lately, the margins are so slim.
Close to 2,000 plants per acre. That's 2,000 pounds per acre times 10. That's a gross of $20,000 per acre.
Now, yesterday was one of the last steps was completed in Illinois to finalize state guidelines to grow industrial hemp. Houston says that will mean farmers like him will soon be able to apply for a license to plant the crop this summer if approved. And like I said, that's on our website, where Sean Logging is reporting. The World Pork Expo has been canceled. Event leaders tell us it's due to the increasing risk of African swine fever. African swine fever is only found in pigs, and people can't catch that virus. It's highly deadly for animals and is passed through close contact. The World Pork Expo takes place every year at the state fairgrounds in Iowa. Hundreds of producers from around the world come for it. The National Pork Producers Council says they don't want to risk getting everyone's animals sick, and experts we spoke with say it would be close or would cost the U.S. economy billions of dollars if the fever makes it into the country. 4 million people are under blizzard warnings as the storm moves through the plains and upper Midwest. It includes parts of eastern Colorado, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, and Iowa. Blizzards are not unheard of across the mid-plains or the Midwest in April, but the system could break several records today. This would be the second time in less than a month a storm of this magnitude develops in the plains. And there's no blizzards in our forecast, but what can we expect from the rest of the day? Ask me to look at your local pinpoint forecast and we come back.
WHBF is local for you. You're watching a special digital newscast on OurQuadCities.com with Alexandria Ikamoni and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News Midday, available only on OurQuadCities.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to Living Local.
Here's what viewers are saying about Living Local.
I can't tell you how happy I am with your new program, Living Local.
I've told all my friends, and more are tuning in to watch it.
I watch Living Local every day, and I just want to tell you that it's a great program.
We watch it every day, and they do a great job.
Nobody is doing what you're doing around here. You should be proud.
Find out what you're missing. Join Brittany Price and Ash Simpson weekdays at 2 on Living Local. And now, meteorologist Ash Simpson with your local pinpoint forecast.
For the Local 4 News Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ash Simpson. We do have risk for some severe weather here as we go through the evening. Now, that risk is very low, but it's worth talking about nonetheless. Marginal risk for almost everybody, including a slight risk for folks that are further into central Illinois. And as severe weather season is firing up, we haven't had it a lot here this year. We're likely going to see watches and we're likely going to see warnings. But what is the difference? Now, a severe weather watch is when the atmosphere favors severe weather conditions. So it's possible, but it's not exactly active. You just have to remain weather aware. So all that to say is that the atmosphere has the ingredients needed to give us severe weather. Now, you don't have severe weather until you actually have the cupcake. So once you have the cupcake from those ingredients, that's when severe weather is active. That's the difference. A warning would be when you finally have it put all together. That means it's active. You need to put your severe weather plan into place and tune in for more information. And that is a possible scenario here as we go through the afternoon and evening today. So just remain weather aware. We do have plenty of rain making its way through the area today. That rain actually might keep things a little bit cooler for us. And if it does, then that reduces our risk of severe weather. But scattered showers nonetheless, and storms still pretty likely to form along this cold front that's going to be making its way through the area today. The warm front brings warm air ahead of it, and then the cold front brings the catalyst needed to fire up these storms. So you'll watch that on the futurecast. You see by about 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that's when it really fires up. Now, it's going to be increasing in strength as it makes its way eastward. So Illinois at a greater risk than Iowa here, and then we're all going to clear out in the days to come. But 68 ahead of those storms. It is going to be windy all day as well, gusting near about 40, 45 miles per hour. Tonight we're down into the 30s as the storms clear out, and things will be cooler for the weekend. We're only going to be in the mid-50s Saturday with plenty of sunshine, which is better than Sunday, lower 40s and rain.
All right, thanks, Ash, and thank you for joining us for Local 4 News Midday. The local news, weather, and sports are available 24 hours a day right here at OurQuadCities.com. And be sure to join us for Local 4 News starting at 4. Have a great day.
If you see news happen or have a story idea, remember to forward it to 4. You can send your photos, videos, or ideas to us on the Our Quad Cities app or on the Local 4 News Facebook page. See breaking news 24/7 on OurQuadCities.com. Have you watched Local 4 News lately?
Breaking news tonight out of Davenport.
Several shots were fired around 4 this afternoon.
We were first on the scene of a massive fire.
With more local stories than anyone else.
Live in Davenport.
In Rock Island.
The Knox County Courthouse.
Breaking news.
Local 4 News was the only station on the scene.
We were there when they took the suspected drug dealer down.
It's a Local 4 News exclusive.
And the fastest growing source of online news coverage. On air but online. Isn't it time you made Local 4 News local for you?